All right, welcome back to building with Claude Code in 5 steps of 5 minutes. So we're just going to get right into it. Last step, we went ahead and wrote our prompt. We got Claude Code installed, and we put the prompt into Claude Code directly with Opus at the highest level. It spit back a bunch of questions. It didn't actually start building, and it did the right thing, right? The best thing you could do is give it the highest quality prompt so that later on you don't have to make adjustments to the software. What that does is burn tokens later. You need to conserve your tokens. So I'm going to go ahead and read this response here. I'm going to type up my answer here and I'll get right back with you. All right, I have answered the questions here, which was just some really basic stuff, clarifying stuff. I am going to go ahead and leave it on extra high for the time being because right now we're still in the architecture phase. So I'm going to go ahead and hit enter and we'll see what we get. Right, so it has generated a response. It took a few minutes to think through that. It has now asked me for permission to proceed. So it's going to continually ask this stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up so that we can accept edits, and I'm going to go ahead and give it explicit permission to just work through this. Give me just a minute. All right, so now I've typed in, you have permission to go ahead and work on this. You don't have to keep asking me. Keep going. I do want to jump in while this is running and let y'all know I did get a pop-up that asked me permission to run Python. So that reminded me, if you don't have Python installed or any other software tools, Claude Code will actually prompt you and say, hey, I need to install this piece of software, this package, what have you. Just go ahead and install them. They're all kind of industry standard, and then it will be able to use that tool later on to build your software. So this is still going, and I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and I'll be right back when it's done. All right, so in my previous instructions, I said, when you're ready for these API tokens, an API is kind of like a machine communication standard. It's like a cell phone number to talk to another piece of software. So I said, when you get to the point where you need to talk to other pieces of software, you need that API key. Go ahead and give me step-by-step instructions on how to get it. I put that right up here. It says, prompt me to generate and provide instructions. So I'm actually at that point. I have to go to Apify. Looks like get a API and go ahead and put that into my account. And then I have to do a couple more things. So what I will say is when you get to this phase, go ahead and follow the steps. If you don't have enough instructions here, say, hey, give me more detailed step-by-step instructions. If you come onto one of these screens in another third party and you don't understand, screenshot it. Paste it directly into this box and say, hey, I don't understand what's going on. Help me get through this. Claude is happy to help you get through all of this. So give me a few minutes. I'm going to go handle this and I'll be right back with you. All right, so I have gone ahead and followed all these instructions. I've gone to Apify, I've set up my configuration, I have my API key. I'm going to go ahead and post it in this box, but I'm going to do it so that you can't see it because otherwise then other people on the internet will use my API key and run my account out of tokens. All right, so as part of this, it also wants me to grab a Zillow listing because I said I'd like for you to grab these automatically, but also if I find something, I want to be able to feed you the URL, right? The address for this listing, and you could do it. So I grab that listing and I'm going to go ahead and pop it in there and hit enter and let it build out the parser for it. So it's still thinking, but just a quick update for you. You're going to see if you're reading this that sometimes it's going to run into like an error and it's going to have to go back and fix it and it'll kind of narrate everything for you. In this case, I've told it to just keep going, so it's doing that automatically. In some cases, it may actually stop and it may say, hey, I have this error and prompt you. You could just paste that error back in, copy it right here, paste it right back in and say, fix this. And it'll go ahead and do that for you. All right, it has been a few minutes. It's been thinking hard, and it is at another step where it needs some help from me. Just because of my specific software we're building, we need yet another API. It's got to call out to Google Maps for some stuff, so it's asked me to go get an API key. So give me just a moment. I'm going to get that, paste it in the command box, and we'll keep going. All right, it took that API key, and it went ahead and finished building out pretty much everything in this software. We're at the point where we have a minimum viable product. It's created an output, and we're going to go ahead and review that in the next video. But before we do, quick reminder, go down here to your model and turn this way down. You're going to burn far less credits, and I'll see you in the next one.